Well, good afternoon and welcome to this very special event here in the Territory. It is the first ever NTFL Women's All-Stars Clash here at TIO Stadium. My name's Jess Webster. I am from the NT News. I also happen to play for Waratahs in the local NTFL Women's competition. And it's very wonderful to be here today for such a special event in the NT. Of course, this match was created to give our Territory players the best chance of getting drafted in the AFL Women's Draft that will come up in a couple of months. And let's hope we can see some wonderful talent on show. I'm joined in commentary by my Waratahs teammate and legend of the NTFL Women's comp, Colleen Gwynn. Good afternoon to you, Gwynny, and as typical Territory style, we've just had a monsoon that's ripped through Marara here.
Yeah, thanks, Jess. It's nice sitting up here watching it from here rather than being down there getting soaked as I've done the last 10 or so years. I'm really excited about watching this today, watching the best teams we've got on offer. You look at the squads here and, it doesn't matter who these girls played with a month ago. That's all out the window now, Jess. And this is about showcasing women's footy and seeing if some of these girls can have a crack at the draft. And my money's on about 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, it should be really exciting to see just the calibre of players. I mean, obviously this is something that's never happened for us before, so I'm excited to see the best of the best, and I think we really truly have got that. When they opened up nominations, I don't think anybody was quite sure about what girls would be available or what girls would put their hands up to play, but there are so many of our best top women's players out there, and you only have to look at some of the names when you talk about,
and she's not a big girl, she's just agile and she's tough and she knows how to play the game. So what's going to be interesting today is to see some of these young girls mixed up with some of the older girls who will definitely use their experience and use their body and show the young girls the way to go. So game's on.
And of course, yeah, the game is underway, and as we saw, the first clearance there was another young gun in Taylor Thorne from Palmerston, so she's got the first clearance of the game, and she's another wonderful talent. I think she's only about 17 years old, Gwynny, and yeah, she's another one. I think she reminds me a bit of Letitia Jeffrey as well. She's quite similar, but wonderful skills, can kick on both sides of her body as well. It's just amazing.
Yeah, no, that's a good point, and no doubt as the game goes on, we'll point out a couple of other of our young girls that we're really proud of and can't wait to see them competing on a national level. So yeah, the ball doesn't seem to be too slippery at all so far. The girls are showing some good skills, and the other thing I'm really keen to see is how Abby goes today, because she's had a wonderful season, and she's a complete athlete, and it's going to be interesting to see how she goes mixed up in a different team who don't know her game, and also no doubt that the girls will make sure that they try and keep her out of the game as much as possible.
Absolutely. And we've just seen Lisa Roberts take a defensive mark. How often has she done that for Waratahs in the NTFL? She's got an amazing fitness level, as does Lisa, and she's always everywhere, always taking those marks in defence.
Yeah, Lisa Roberts is, she's a player that never stops. She'll run and run and run a whole game. I've been playing alongside Lisa for about 7 or 8 years now, both on the NT side and with the Waratah girls. And if you watch the last grand final, Lisa was the difference in 2 quarters of the game. She's a very defensive on-baller. And there's times where you think, oh, thank God Lisa Roberts is there. But one thing that she does do is she can actually play kick on both sides, and that's really handy for a women's footballer to be able to have that that flexibility and their agility. So, yeah, she's a wonderful player, and I'm looking forward to watching her today.
Absolutely, and we should point out as well that the squads today are called the Debbie Lee squad and the Daisy Pearce squad. We've had our jumpers sponsored by the Melbourne Demons Football Club for this match, but there was a problem actually getting the away Guernseys up to Darwin, so we should point out that the Daisy Pearce squad is wearing the Melbourne Demons home jumpers, and also the Debbie Lee squad is wearing the Melbourne Demons home jumpers, and the Daisy Pearce squad are wearing the NT Thunder away jumpers, because that is all we could rustle up in time for the game. So just pointing that out to all the viewers out there watching, hopefully from around Australia, that you've tuned in to watch this match. So the Debbie Lee squad, so the Melbourne Demons home games are kicking towards your left, and then we've got the NT Thunder away team kicking to your right of screen.
Jess, I just want to talk a little bit about the coaches today.
Well, you've had a lot to do with both of them. I
have. Steve Lollius, he's been involved in coaching women's football now for about 10 years, and I've had the pleasure of having him coach me over the years, both at St Mary's and in the NT side, and he is a great coach. One thing I find with Steve's coaching is he doesn't coach you as a woman. He just plays the game like men do, and I've probably played my best footy under Steve Lolius. So we've got the master in Steve Lolius and the apprentice in Val, who Namani. I've probably pronounced that incorrectly, and he'll have a dig at me about that later. But Val coached the Waratah women this year, first time coach, and took us to a premiership. So he certainly did something right. So it'll be interesting to watch the different styles of the coaches and what they bring to the game today as well. Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't agree more. So we're about 4 minutes in and there's still no score. Obviously, it's a bit of a wet start to the game. We've had a shower just come through TIO Stadium, but I don't think the rain will hang around, and hopefully it will clear and we'll get a good spectacle. But just both teams feeling each other out at the moment, and the Daisy Pearce squads, or NT Thunder as I probably should call them, have had probably a few attacking opportunities so far, as we see Angela Foley get another kick forward. But nobody can really get clean possession at this stage. Yeah, interesting just watching Ange Foley there. First year in Darwin. We were very fortunate to get her at Waratahs. She's a champion down in Victoria. I understood she was in the country Victorian side, Jess. You might be able to correct me on that. But she's an absolute ball magnet. Here she goes again. Unfortunately, as I said that, she dropped the ball. So she plays a very similar style to Lisa Roberts. She's everywhere. Yep. And the thing about Ange Foley, she's got a fantastic defensive game as well. She keeps her opposition very honest, and another player to watch today. And, of course, she took home the Best on Ground medal in our grand final as well, and she played across half forward, and I think in that last quarter when the game was on at three-quarter time, and Val threw her in the middle in the centre bounce for the first 10 minutes of that last quarter, and we kicked, I think, 3 or 4 goals in the first 5 minutes and managed to secure our premiership. So she was the difference, I thought, and she was just amazing, and a well-deserved winner, I thought, of that Best on Ground medal. Yep, absolutely. As we look through here, it's quite scrambly at the moment, which is not uncommon in this sort of weather. I think that was... Here we go, Ange Foley again. She's taken a... And she could be an All-Australian AFL player if she wanted to as well. Yeah, and we see Abby Holmes is just... I think that was Nicole Simmons that tackled her there. Beautiful tackle. They're definitely paying her some attention down there. Here she goes again. Nice defensive work there by the Thunder girls, just to bring the ball back out to the 50. There's Bo Dela Cruz, strong body, knows where to put the ball. But the Thunder girls are holding strong here. They're managing to get the numbers back and block off that avenue where Abby Holmes would normally lead into. So, smart play by these girls. But as I said before, they've got a very clever coach in Steve Lolius, and no doubt he would have given them some instructions about how to cut down that entry into the forward 50. And I feel the NT Thunder girls are probably a more stronger experienced side. I feel the Debbie Lee squad's probably a bit faster. I feel that's probably the biggest difference. I mean, I thought they've sort of divided up the teams really well. I think it's really even out there. But if there was any sort of difference that I would put between the two sides, I would say that Debbie Lee might be just slightly faster, which is Melbourne Demons. So. I absolutely agree. I think they're a more running side from what I can see out here. I did give Belinda Bentley a call this morning. She's the captain of the NT Thunder team today, and she thought that the other team may have had a bit more legs, a bit more run in them. So, time will tell. With these conditions, sometimes it's a bigger body often helps to just clear that body off the ball and enable you to get a clean ball. So here we go, Tash Medbury, an absolute champion of the game. Got a very good head for the game. Sometimes a bit like me, the body doesn't go where you want it to go, but she's always has a crack. She's one of the toughest players. She's slightly built, but I think she's one of the toughest players that I've ever come across. Has been playing for Palmerston for a number of years as well, and she's really, she really sets the tone for that size. She can maybe go overboard a couple of times, but but she's one of the players that just really sets the standard, I think, in any team. I actually call it passionate myself. So and she is passionate, and you know it. You know when you're playing against Tash Medbury because she keeps you honest and she'll fight for every ball. So we just, again, it's very scrappy down there in the forward line for, I think that's, it's hard to see from here.
There's Jaylene Boundary in there that just dished off the handball. Just trying to will it forward. It's interesting. How would you use Abby in this game? I mean, it's obviously a bit of a tough start, not sort of seeing any clean possession. Would you try and move her up the ground, or still start? I mean, it's obviously early days, but you know, she's wonderful on the lead, but she's great in the contest as well. So how would you use her, do you think, in a game like this?
My instructions to Abby here would be move. Try not to just take the space up. You know that you're going to get at least double teamed. You've kicked 100 goals in a season. They're not going to stand there and watch you lead. So you need to use that advantage. You need to use that to your advantage and try and keep a lot of movement down in the forward line. Take one or two of the defenders out, and that way it will bring another forward in to take that space up.
It's amazing when you talk about Abby Holmes' season in the NTFL women's competition. I mean, some of the highlights, she kicked 16-5 one day against Southern Districts, which was 101 of our 202 points for that day. It was a bit of a flogging against the bottom side, but you know, she's just been absolutely dominant in some games and has been helped by, you know, a wonderful midfield as well. But she's a terrific athlete, and as you said, that was a great tackle there.
That's a fantastic tackle. That's the tackle of the game so far.
Sheridine Solian-Sench.
Yep, and that's exactly how she plays the game. She's a tough player, and she will not give you an inch. So great tackle there.
It's Bo Dela Cruz.
Bo Dela Cruz, and now Bo's had plenty of the ball so far. She's really owning that that midfield. I'm not sure. Actually, was that Bo? Yeah, it was. Yep. So you know, they need to be aware of where she is and try and counteract that. Belinda Bentley, she's getting plenty of it as well. It looks like the stronger, more experienced girls are certainly getting plenty of the ball at this stage. I think that was...
Here we go, here's a chance. Lisa Roberts out the back of the pack again.
Is that Jess Sullivan there?
Yep.
Yep, I can tell by the run. It is hotly contested ball. It's there's very difficult to get a clearance, and a lot of girls around the ball who is try and kick and spread and get that spread working. So they're not so congested. Very difficult to score in these conditions.
The chances that play on. No, Abby's getting a free kick. Could have been play on advantage there, but decided to come it back. I think it was for in the back.
Yeah, I missed
or
that
just
one.
I think she was slung after she had possession or didn't have possession. So Abby Holmes has won a free kick, and I mean, look, she generates so many free kicks because she's always got front position. So,
that's correct. And
there we go. She's got herself the first goal of the game. So, as we see the Debbie Lee squad, or the Melbourne Demons, as we're going to call them, 1-7 to NT Thunder 0-1-1. We've played about 13 minutes into this first quarter. So it's taken us a while, Gwynny, but we finally got our first goal of the game.
Look, there's some good signs, though. Considering we've just had a shower of rain, the ball's slippery, you really wouldn't tell that. Most girls are getting good, clean ball. And we also have to appreciate that I think they've been training together for 2 weeks. Is that right, Jess?
Yeah, so twice a week for 2 weeks. I mean, and this is the first time we've ever obviously had a game like this. So the girls are all getting used to playing with each other as well. So used to playing against each other. And
you also have to appreciate that we're trying to work out who these girls are. We're so used to seeing them in their club Guernseys that you know who they are without looking at the number. But I think we'll get it by about half time, I think, Jess. We keep going. There we go. That's a hard tackle on. Is that Lauren Motlop?
Yeah,
I think.
Lauren Motlop in there. Yep. And of course, Lauren Motlop. I mean, she's one of the most famous names, I guess, and players as well in our competition. Of course, she is the sister of Daniel Motlop, Stephen Motlop, and Shannon Motlop, who have all played AFL football. So I don't know what Eddie Motlop fed his kids when they were growing up, but they all turned out to be extremely talented footballers, the whole family. So. Yeah, she's just another wonderful player. It's moved across to Wanderers this year as well. It was a new team in the competition, and that, of course, is where all the Motlops are from. So it's good to see, I think, Wanderers can finally have a women's team because they are such a proud family club. So, of course, Lauren moved over from Palmerston to Wanderers this year and led that side really well. Yeah, look, great to see another team in the comp. We've now got 8. The women's competition is just going head and leaps and bounds. And look, you can't. Beck Taylor has done a lot of work to get that team together, and it takes people like Beck who not only play the game but she umpires.
She's a great administrator, and it's really good to see those people, because without the Beck Taylors and the Lauren Motlops and some of the other girls out there, the competition wouldn't be what it is. So it's not just about playing the game, it's about promoting it and making sure that we keep bringing those young girls in through the youth competition to ensure that we've got a strong competition in years to come. There you go, Belinda Bentley, straight in on the ball, typical Bentley style. It's nice hands back off to Belinda Bentley, and look at that, it's an older. Now that's
the contested mark we were talking about.
Absolutely beautiful, and the kick. Oh, that's one that Tash Medbury should have taken. And look at that follow up tackle, beautiful Tash Medbury. Didn't take the mark, but she tried to make amends. There we go, beautiful hands off.
They've got a player out space if Bo can see her. She does. Yep, she goes across now. It's Shannon Miller.
That's Shannon Miller, yes.
And Ruckman for Waratahs.
Shannon's missed her target there. Needed to just steady and have a look up ground and hit the target, because if they'd hit that target, they're off then, Jess. So it shows how important it is when you've got the ball to just realise how much time you do have before you kick it. Yeah,
probably just rush a disposal there, but see if they can hold up play here. Played about 16 minutes in this first quarter, and the Demons 1 goal 1-7 lead Thunder 0-1-1.
Look, there's some nice skills out here today. They're hitting some targets. They're leading forward. It's actually not a bad game to watch. Off hands now, the forward line. Who's that? Number 5.
Looks like I think it's Angela. It sure is, Angela Foley.
Angela Foley, there we go. She's certainly making her presence felt out there in the first 16 minutes of this game. Yeah, it's interesting to watch some of these matchups, because you might be standing on a girl that you're playing alongside for the last season. So that's always a bit of fun. And it actually, I guess it gives you a sense of how your teammate plays too, because often when you're playing in their team, you don't actually understand how strong they are defensively. So these sort of games give you that opportunity to really get a full understanding of all the good players in the competition.
Absolutely, and she's definitely one to watch today. So number 5 for NT Thunder, and I think she would be hopefully one of our best chances, I think, at getting drafted, because I think she's just a complete athlete. She's got wonderful fitness level, and she's strong, she's tough, she's got great skills. She's just a wonderful athlete. So she's definitely one out there to watch, as we see Becky Taylor, as we spoke about before, get a free kick in the middle. Yep,
nice delivery. Rarely misses a target, Beck. It's the experience. You see, she always she'll kick and then she'll run. Oh no, she's coming off the field for a good work. So Beck's coming off for a well-earned rest. You'll note Steve Lolius down here. He's not a coach that will just sit on the bench and he'll come out and yell and scream from the side. He's very passionate about it, and he'll yell out instructions to the girls as it goes along. Here he goes again. He doesn't. He's forever thinking of new ways, new tactics, and like I said before, a very, very good coach of women's footy. As
we saw there, Abby Holmes has just gotten her second goal. A lovely snap from Jaylene Boundary just into space, and Abby, she's such a wonderful reader of the play. Of course, she's a wonderful netball player, and I think that's really a key part of her game, is being able to read the play like that. And typical Abby Holmes style, as soon as she takes that mark, she will take off. She won't wait for you to stand the mark, and she's done that time and time and time again, and just ran herself into an open goal for her second goal of the game, and of course the second goal for her side.
That's probably a good time to talk about Jaylene Boundary. She's one of the best players in the competition. I think she served Buffaloes very well this year, and was extremely dangerous in that grand final. A lovely player to watch, and yeah, she's always in the game. You never see her have a bad game. So another player we'll be keeping an eye on today, Jess.
So about 19 minutes gone in this first quarter, and the Demons lead 2-1-13 to Thunder 1-1-17. So obviously it's been a bit of an interesting opening to the game. You know, both players are trying to feel each other out, as we see Angela Foley get another possession out there on the wing. She covers so much ground.
Yeah, and she's one thing I have noticed here, just late into this last quarter, the Thunder are being a little bit lazy and picking up players. Melbourne Demons had about 6 out there, and Ange was had to run 300 metres to get there. So they need to pick up that. They need to be more accountable. Here we go through the midfield. I think that's Michelle Friel, is that right? It's trying to pick those numbers up there. Here's an opportunity. We're now into the... oh, that's a beautiful mark by Tash Medbury. See, she held that body. She's so strong.
It's called play on now. She's got to have a shot.
She'll probably size that up and kick that to someone. No.
So rush behind.
Yeah, I guess we were saying before that Tash is a very slight in stature, but she's so strong under the ball, and you know that's I think what makes her a very good athlete, because she not only plays this, I think she's a touch player, she's a volleyball player, you name it. Tash Medbury is there. So, look, that wasn't a bad first quarter to watch.
It was quarter time here in the Demons, 2-1-13, lead Thunder 1-2-8. And, of course, Abby Holmes has 2 goals for the Demons, our century goal kicker, and should probably mention the first ever woman to kick 100 goals in an established women's competition in the country. So she's already got 2 today in the first quarter, and Angela Foley, her Waratahs teammate, has the only goal for NT Thunder. So we'll take a short break now and be back for the second quarter.
Struggling on this team.
Someone should have called Coates Hire. They've got all the gear and expert advice to help get the job done right. Call Coates Hire.
Stop heat stress before it starts. Geminex has a wide range of hydration products, including camelbacks and cooling vests, air skis and coolers, rehydration drinks and accessories, all designed to ensure your safety in the sun. For a limited time, purchase a box of 20 Squincher 3.8 litre powder concentrate sachets and receive 2 3.8 litre coolers absolutely free while stocks last. Rehydrate, restore and recharge at Geminex, Winnelli and Pinelands.
Hey kids, I'm Cracker. Support your territory team, NT Thunder.
Join the Cracker Club for $40 and get heaps of cool gear plus a season pass.
I want to hear you say, Go Thunder!
Okay, and welcome back to the NTFL Women's All-Stars Clash here at TAO Stadium. At quarter time, the Demons 2-1-13 lead NT Thunder 1-2-8 as we're underway in the second quarter. And as you see, Angela Foley again get another kick, Gwynny, and as we mentioned off air, she's had an amazing first quarter, didn't she?
Yeah, she got leather poisoning, I think, Jess. She's everywhere. Here she is again. She's just running. And see if we can hit up a target here in the forward 50. Not quite. I think her intended recipient was
Tash Medbury, but she's getting another crack here.
Someone get on that girl. You know, the Val's got to get someone on her right away. She's had a mountain of possessions. Here she goes again. Come on, get someone on her. We've got a couple of girls down here, a couple of Thunder girls, and maybe, yep. Here we go, into the forward line, and that's
Taylor Thorne that got
Taylor
that kick
Thorne.
away.
I knew that run. And
Caitlin Wanamiri?
Yep, Caitlin. That's a beautiful passage of play. You know, across the half forward line, they just couldn't get it back because Ange Foley was just everywhere. You know, you've got to think, you've got to close her down. You cannot just sit there and let her run the whole game. It's not particularly good coaching.
And Caitlin Wanamiri, again, one of our brightest young talents. I think she's actually eligible for the under-18s, am I right? I think she's only sort of 16 or 17. She was part of the NT girls team who played in the Kickstart Championships, the first ever Australian Kickstart Championships late last year, and of course the NT won it. They beat Victoria in the final, and Caitlin was one of the stars. I'm pretty sure she picked up the MVP, but she was definitely one of our best players, and she spent time in Melbourne as well at a little high performance academy they had after that tournament, and of course our NT Kickstart women's team won Team of the Year at the NT Sports Awards only last week, so it was a wonderful achievement to play in the first ever Kickstart tournament for women, and of course come home and win it. It was just amazing. As we see Abby Holmes on the end of another kick. Let's see if she can come back and kick her third. She's kicked both the goals for the Demons so far. So
that was a beautiful kick in from Jessica Stimson to right in front of Abby. It was perfect. So let's see what Abby can do with this one. Off 2 steps, typical Abby style, and she's put it through the middle. Now that was a beautiful bit of play. That's how you need to feed the forward players. A nice kick, not too high. Put it in front of them. Let them run onto it. Nice bit of work there. Good work, Abby.
Absolutely. So that takes the Demons to 3-1-19 that lead NT Thunder 2-2-14. We play 3 minutes in the second quarter. We've already got 2 goals. It was a bit different to the first quarter when the girls are just trying to settle, and we had that bit of a shower that came through TAO Stadium. But the rain is cleared, and I think we're going to see a bit more free-flowing football in this quarter. And again, Abby, I mean, I know we speak so highly of her, but she really is... and you can tell that she just knows how to read the play. And I said that earlier in the first quarter. You could see how much space she had on her opponent when she led out of that goal square then. And that's just the power that she has in her. So that's what makes her, I think, such a good full forward.
Oh. Go. Taylor Thorne. She's actually having an impact here. She just shrugged 2 players there and got the ball forward. Here we go. Caitlin again. She's just... she had the right idea, but just didn't have the time to get that ball and square it up. But, you know, they've got it in their forward line now. It's about keeping it down there. Oh.
So, no, that's a good mark.
That's young Gemma there, I think. Yep. And
Lisa
here we
Roberts
go. Lisa
comes
Roberts.
away from it again.
As I said, a very defensive midfielder. Actually, I don't even know if she did start in the midfield then. So here we go again. Cleaned up. That was Tab Robinson.
It was almost high there on Lisa, but got away with it. You saw another little soccer kick from Tabitha Robertson. Again, another one of our Waratah teammates. I think we've got quite a few out there today, Gwynny, but she's a wonderful backman, Tabs, and she just is so good at keeping that ball in front of her. And as we saw that, just those little toe pokes, she keeps it out and she waits for her moment to take possession. So she's very clever in that sense. Yeah,
we'll probably talk a little bit about Tabs during the game. She's, as you're aware, she's a Canadian girl. as I say, probably the best thing to come out of Canada for women's footy. What she has is she's got an extremely strong body. So she reads the ball well, she delivers it well most of the time, and she uses her body to her advantage. So someone's just taken a head-high tackle there, Jess. You might have seen that. Number 26, so that's Molly Fudge. Thunder a little bit slow to pick their players up too, so they need to work on that. This might be Taylor Thorne's quarter, I think. Oh, she might have had that. Yeah,
it's a free kick
so
that paid there too. That is I think one of the most exciting talents that we have. She's only, how old is she? But she's won. It's amazing. She still plays in the youth girls competition. So she's played a couple of games for St Mary's in the senior women's competition, but she plays predominantly in the youth girls. She just won her 3rd consecutive youth girls best and fairest award for the league. So she started playing in youth girls when she was 11, and she's now 15, 16. She's won 3 of them. She's an amazing talent. Yep. And she just showed her class there with a great set shot as well, which moves the Thunder side to 3-2-20 that lead the Demons 3-1-19, and we've played about 7 minutes in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's interesting you talk about some of these young girls, because now that women's football has been a sport that you can choose to play, it's not like when I grew up, you could play it, but you were playing in a boys' team. You'll see these girls come through into the senior teams, and they would have had 5 or 6 years under their belt, which is that gives them a really good grounding. Whereas the last, if you go back 10 years ago, most girls just came and played, and they'd never seen a game of AFL. So that's why we're going to see a real change in standard. There you go, Beck Taylor's got the ball forward. Unfortunately, she's kicked right into the arms of Gabby King, I think that is.
No, it's Taylor Thorne
it's
again.
Taylor Thorne. Sorry, I should be able to recognise Gabby King. And there she goes, the Belinda Bentley's unfortunately kicked into the mark. She went around and it allowed the girl on the mark to smother the ball.
Just spread out the crew, so opposing captains there, just filling each other out.
Back to and Foley's up there in the 50 next to, and that's
Adele,
also known as Dolby. Also had a wonderful season with the Waratah women. First year in Darwin, and certainly made her mark. Unfortunately, she was away for the grand final, Jess.
Worst timing ever.
I think that she said she was more nervous waiting for the scores than she probably would have been out there playing. But another wonderful player that we've been able to attract to the territory.
So another kick forward there by Belzy, but just having trouble spotting up a target. As we see
who's that?
Foley.
Ange Foley. And that's a beautiful kick. Who she hit there?
Just trying to look.
That's Sissy Dunn, is it?
Think so. So she's gone off to Sue Nalder, who's found herself some space.
Oh, here we go. Beautiful bit of play by the Thunder there. Again, started by that girl that's got leather poisoning. So
Angela
I can't.
Foley.
Yeah, I've got to keep saying her name. So, yeah. Look, this is a pretty even game, Jess. And it's clear that the selectors did fairly well in matching these teams up. They're fairly even across all lines. And, I think we're in for a crack of a game here.
Absolutely. We see Danielle Ponto, who just got her second goal of the game. So it moves Thunder to 4-2-26 to the Demons 3-1-19. I think that score on the scoreboard is wrong. So...
You wouldn't mess with Jess Webster from the NT News. So
I think they've just put it onto the Demons when I'm pretty sure that was NT Thunder that kicked that goal. So we'll just keep an eye on it.
So it looks like there's been a change in the ruck. It might be... yeah, that's Lauren O'Shea. That's gone into the ruck for the Thunder.
And we see Letitia Jeffrey push out to the wing here. Let's see what she can do with the footy. She's
left that behind. So it's Michelle Friel's been able to jump on that one, and here we go. That's Susie Nalder, and she's given it off to who else but Ange Foley. Ange!
That's probably the worst kick I've ever seen her do.
Yep. It's not one of her better kicks, but at this stage I don't know if Sue Nalder's dropped the ball, but she's managed to get a hand pass away to Jessie Stevens. Look, the Thunder girls have really stepped it up in this last quarter. In the second quarter, Jess.
As we see Lisa Roberts again take another defensive mark. And let's see if they can spread. They've got an option out here on the wing.
They just don't have the numbers there. Let's see.
That's Jessica Stimson again. At least they're flooding their forward line, but there's no run coming out of that back line. So they need to be able to hit up a target, otherwise she's going to go straight back in there.
Oh, she's taking that. Who's...
It's Taylor Thorne in there again.
Nice, yep, she's dropped that ball, but unfortunately the umpire didn't see it. It's a nice tackle by Belinda Bentley.
Seeing a free kick going the Demons' way.
Very tough in there and close. Oh, it's gone against Belinda.
Not quite sure what that was for.
A little bit unfortunate. The first one was certainly there. She tackled and the Melbourne Demons player dropped the ball, but sometimes it doesn't go your way, and you often find that the next free kick will go the other way. So that's football.
Could have been Sean. No,
I think it looked like
Danielle Smith.
Was it Danielle Smith?
Yep.
Was it? Here we go. The Thunder have gotten the numbers back, and that's a beautiful option to go inside to.
Good score there by Shannon Miller. Belzy again on the great work there from Belzy just to get in there and win the hard ball. Unfortunately, they've coughed up possession. Danielle Smith again is taking the mark at centre half forward. Let's see if she can get. Here comes Abby.
That's been nicely cut off there.
Oh,
no, she's legged her.
Yeah, no, she's got herself a free kick. She didn't have possession. Held on a little too long in the tackle.
So that was just that was undisciplined by Tash Medbury. She'd done a great job in holding Abby out, and then legged her. Which no, sorry, that's Nicole Simmons, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. So you know, she gives someone that can kick a goal a free shot at a goal.
Another great.
As a coach, that's very frustrating, that sort of play. But another goal to Abby, and she's certainly dominating the competition of the forward players in this game.
It was well read by the Thunder defence. They obviously chopped off that lead. They just didn't quite stick the mark, and then unfortunately gave away the free kick. But it's Abby's strength in that contest as well. You could see that she just busted her way. You know, got a handball out, and then obviously played a little bit for the free kick, but it worked out. So she's got her fourth, and now the Demons have 4 goals as well. But they trail Thunder, who lead 4-2-26 to the Demons 4-1-25. But yeah, as I mentioned before, it's a really even game, and we're seeing some great passages of play, and seeing some players like Abby and Angela Foley and even Taylor Thorne, who stepped up this quarter as well.
There's someone that we haven't spoken about yet, and I haven't seen her much at this stage, but Michaeline Brown, who is this year's best and fairest.
Yep.
And, if you'd asked me and a lot of people who will win the best and fairest this year, I don't think there would have been any argument that Michaeline Brown from Palmerston was a worthy winner. Michaeline played for St Mary's a number of years ago alongside myself and Beck Taylor and a few other girls, and she's gone off and had some kids, and she's come back to play the game, and you wouldn't think she's had time out of the game. She is a lovely player, and I'm just watching her now. I'm just waiting for Michaeline to really get herself into the game and get some of that ball, because I tell you what, once she does get her hands on it, here she is now.
Great timing though, Gwynny. So number 16 for the Demons, Michaeline Brown, this year's NTFL Women's Best and Fairest. Great kick out there out wide.
She's
to
Lisa Roberts.
Uncharacteristic from Lisa. She'll normally hit up those targets, no worries.
Yep, so you see Robbo, hands on head. What did I do that for? But real human Robbo. So, just to talk a little about Michaeline Brown, she's just such a lovely player to play against. She's tough, but she's extremely fair. And, I'm waiting for her to get herself into this game, because there's nothing better than watching a Mikey in full flight. So you just keep an eye on her, Jess, as the game progresses.
Absolutely. So as I mentioned before, about 15 minutes gone in this second quarter. Really even game. NT Thunder lead 4-2-26 to the Demons 4-1-25. Abby Holmes has 4 goals, and Danielle Ponta, who is a late inclusion to this match, only 16 years of age, a 3-time Youth Girls Best and Fairest winner, and she's got herself 2 goals in this second quarter as well.
I just noticed one of the late omissions was Darylyn Purantata Mary, which is unfortunate. She's another young player who's really does make her mark on the game. Definitely plays the Tiwi style of game, Jess, and it's an unfortunate she's not here, but it's always a bit of an ask to get on the on the get yourself over from Tiwi, so obviously that she just couldn't get over. But, you know, definitely missed out here today.
And she's only one of, I think, Waratahs, of course, just won their third NTFL women's flag in a row. And Darren Lynn's one of only 4 players that have played in every year for the last 3 years.
That's correct. So it just shows that we do attract a lot of new players, and we have managed to maintain some strength in that side. So, you know, we'll have to see what happens next year.
Great work there from Letitia Jeffrey to get the kick away. Unfortunately, there was no one up there forward for her, and Thunder have taken a defensive mark.
That's a nice kick. Straight to Michelle Friel. She's, again, a lovely player, Buffalo's player, and is never out of the game. I think she's kicked it to one of her teammates. In
Jaylene Boundary.
Jaylene Boundary.
As you see, Lisa Roberts take another mark.
Lovely hit up, Lisa, and she just couldn't get to that, but it wasn't a bad pass. Here we go now. Here's a chance here, Jess.
Shakayla Bading, and dishes it back off to Lala. Oh, she's just snuck that one home too.
That's a lovely goal.
Wonderful goal there from Letitia Jeffrey.
That's typical Letitia Jeffrey, isn't it, that goal?
Yeah, and the great thing about Letitia Jeffrey is, of course, she's captain of Palmerston as well, but so second and third effort, she always such a competitor, plays predominantly in defence, but I think her best football can be around that half-forward line, because she's so dangerous when she gets it. She competes so well. So as you saw there, she went in there and she got that kick forward and it came back, but then worked it forward, managed to get the handball over the top, receive it back from Shakayla Bading, and just snuck that one through home. So wonderful goal there from Jeffrey. It moves the Demons 5-1-31, who lead Thunder 4-2-26, and we played 18 minutes in this second quarter.
As you see, we've still got Lauren O'Shea for Thunder in the ruck against Shannon Miller.
So Waratah's teammates going head-to-head.
Going head-to-head, good to see. The other thing that we've noticed is a lot of netballers playing the game now, Jess. And if you go out on a Thursday night and watch the A-grade netball, you'll see a number of the AFL players playing netball. And just in our Waratah side, we would have close to 10 girls that play netball. So I think both games very much complement each other. A lot of the skills are very similar, but let's just hope some of the girls don't start putting on some big tackles on the netball court. So, it's good to see that a lot of the netballers do use football or vice versa as a sport to keep themselves fit and keep themselves active. Yeah,
and I think our Waratah side has predominantly has the most netballers, I think, in our side as well. I think it's where we get a lot of our recruits from, to be honest. But I mean, it's how we got Abby as well. The whole idea of Abby coming to Waratahs was because Shannon Miller was a Hoggies teammate of hers, and Emma Clee as well. And so that was a great pickup that Abby Holmes walked on our doorstep. Of course, her partner Nathan Brown plays for Nightcliff, so we were lucky to get her. But hopefully we can make sure she sticks around at least for Waratahs. I think she will, because
that's a beautiful hit. Look at that. It's a lovely kick into the forward line by Tash Medbury. Lovely hit. And Sue Nalder, she's just dropped that one short, unfortunately.
Great defensive mark there from Shaleigh Watson.
So, Sue's not quite kicking through that ball today. A couple of her kicks have fallen short, but, don't underestimate Sue. She'll... here we go, Tash Medbury again. Now, she can kick a ball. That's probably outside of her her distance, but she is one of the bigger kicks in the competition. Here we go, Beck Taylor. She'll always find space, and her experience, she'll often lead a player away and find the space. So, look, that's not a bad half of football, and we've certainly got a good competition on here by two teams very evenly matched here. Your thoughts before half-time, Jess?
I think obviously in the first quarter it was quite scrappy. I mean, this is the first ever All-Stars game that we've had in the Territory, and so I think the girls, and there was a bit of rain that came through as well, but I think everyone's quite settled. We're starting to see some great passages of play, and I think it's shaping up, of course, to be quite an even game. So really looking forward to the second half. At half-time here, we see the Demons 5-1-31. Abby Holmes has herself 4 goals for the Demons that lead NT Thunder 4-2-26. So we'll take a short break now and come back for the second half.
Someone should have called Coates Hire. They've got all the gear and expert advice to help get the job done right. Call Coates Hire.
Stop heat stress before it starts. Geminex has a wide range of hydration products, including camelbacks and cooling vests, eskies and coolers, rehydration drinks and accessories, all designed to ensure your safety in the sun. For a limited time, purchase a box of 20 Squincher 3.8 litre powder concentrate sachets and receive 2 3.8 litre coolers absolutely free while stocks last. Rehydrate, restore and recharge at Geminex, Winnelli and Pinelands.
Hey kids, I'm Cracker. Support your territory team, NT Thunder.
Join the Cracker Club for $40 and get heaps of cool gear plus a season pass.
I want to hear you say, Go Thunder!
Good afternoon and welcome back to this NTFL Women's All-Stars Clash here at TIO Stadium, the first ever All-Stars Clash that has been played in the Territory. It's been a wonderful first half so far. We've got the Demons leading 5-1-31 with Abby Holmes, who's kicked 4 of her side's 5 goals, leading NT Thunder 4-2-26. My name is Jess Webster. I'm a sports reporter at the NT News, and I'm joined in commentary by my Waratahs teammate and veteran of the NTFL Women's competition, Colleen Gwynn. And Gwynny, as we mentioned before we went to the break, it's been a wonderful first half so far.
Oh, great spectacle. It's a pity there's not more people down here. This is women's footy at its finest. This is a great game to watch. You're watching the all the best players, so you would guarantee a high standard game. But this is a particularly good game because it's not sort of run in groups of girls running after a ball. It's open. There's some good skills. We're hitting up nice targets. The kicks along, just like that one we just saw from Shan Mitchell. That went 35 metres. This is what we come to see. We come to see some good skills and some competitiveness, and that's what this game's got. So it's an absolute ripper of a game. And
we mentioned as well off there about, it's so great that we're seeing the best of the best. We're seeing so much young talent as well. We've got players like Amy Chittick running around for NT Thunder, who's 16. Taylor Thorne as well for NT Thunder, who's only 17 years of age. And so there's a lot of young talent, but the experienced heads, I mean, Gwynny, could you talk us through, some of the names out there? Because the one thing we have in our women's competition is a lot of experienced footballers.
Look, I just did some numbers while we had a break just to see what the how many we had out there that were over 30. We got 10 players over 30. Now that's great, but when you look at how many we've got under 20, there's 14 girls out there under 20. So I guess what we were saying is a good cross-section of age groups. You've got the experience with the youth, and that's the recipe for a really good competition, because that's the only way the young girls will develop. If they've got the old heads out there like Beck Taylor and Bo Delacruz and Lisa Roberts, Michaeline Brown, Shannon Miller, Lauren Motlop, there's plenty of them that really do have a lot of experience in the game, not only in this game but in sport generally, and are great mentors for these young girls. So, the future looks bright for us.
And as we talked as well just before halftime, we would love to see Michaeline Brown get into the contest. She's, of course, the league best and fairest winner. She's just snapped herself her first goal of the game off an Abby Holmes handball, and it was great work from Abby there. The kick sort of went across the face of goal, but she managed to bring it to ground, get herself in that front position like she so often does, dishes out the handball to Michaeline, who snapped a great goal, and puts the Demons further in front. 6 goals, 137, lead Thunder 4-2-26 after 2.5 minutes in the third quarter.
That's what I like to see. I was wondering where Michaeline Brown, who's probably my favourite player, Charlie King asked me last week who I thought was the best player in the competition, and it's Michaeline. She won the best and fairest, but there's not a lot of daylight between her and a lot of other girls out there, but she's just. Oh, there's a bit of confusion. Belinda Bentley's, she is getting on in a bit, and the memory goes after half time, so she's actually just trying to work out whose ball it is. Poor old thing, look at her.
It wasn't a good kick either, going straight to the opposition, as we see Bo Delacruz in the middle of the ground, and we spoke about her earlier. Yeah. She's a fantastic multi-sports star across a number of different sports, and she's captain of the Demons out there today, number 23, and she's got herself another possession, and she's been another great performer, as has this lady, Lisa Roberts, who's almost took a great mark there. Is Bo Delacruz
just taken out young Taylor Thorne,
her Palmerston teammate?
Let her know all about the game of football, and I'm sure Taylor, that wouldn't hurt her too much.
That's what you'd love to see, though. I mean, two teammates, Bo Delacruz, obviously one of the leaders of Palmerston, Taylor Thorne, who's only 17 years of age, playing the same side, but out there today, seeing them attack that contest and then get up like it was no problems. It was great effort and great to see.
Now Susie Nolder's just kicked the ball off the side of her boot again. I think she might have to go and change her boots for the rest of the game. She just shook her head. She's having a dog of a game at the moment, but you know, don't write her off. She'll get herself back in the game. And there we have it. Ange Foley fighting for the game. She wins the ball.
Smart
out to
tap.
Belinda Bentley. Taylor Thorne. She's here we go. She'll get the ball, and she does. Straight off to Sue's. Nice hand pass there by Sue. And
wins herself a free kick. How often are you seeing that? Rebecca Taylor tackling Belinda Bentley. I've seen that happen over the few years, but Velzy's won herself a free kick. She's going to go to Taylor Thorne.
She just didn't quite hold it enough, Taylor. But probably got taken out of play there without the ball, but that's a high. Oh, tell you what, the intensity hasn't stopped since half-time, Jess. They're all having a crack at this like it's a grand final out there.
Danielle Ponter, fantastic work there from Danielle Ponter. Just brilliant piece of play there. Obviously, Taylor Thorne snapped the ball in long to the forward line, and Danielle, as we mentioned before, one of the brightest young talents you'll actually see out there, only 16 years of age, and just won her third consecutive Youth Girls Best and Fairest, and she just set up that goal there to Caitlin Wanamiri, another one of our bright stars who, of course, was part of that Territory Kickstart team who won the inaugural national championships in September last year. So great passage of play there by 3 kids under the age of 18.
Yep, great to see. That's what we come here to see. And both coaches doing a lot of rotations here. It's very hot out there. They're bringing their players off and on continually. And again, that's something that I guess women's football, there's a lot more rotating now, and there's a lot more players that can play a range of positions. And a number of years ago, you know, you got out in the field and you stayed in the midfield, and that's where you were for the whole game. It rarely happens now. I think we've learnt that no one, how fit or strong they are, can play a whole game on a ball in the AFL. So both coaches very much doing their rotation, so it's good to see.
Amy Chittick as well, getting herself in there. She's only 16 years of age and made her senior debut this year for Waratahs. She's another one of our bright young talents. So we see Sissy Dunn win herself a free kick.
And that's a nice kick, Sissy, just over the head of that player.
Is Amy there and put the shepherd on? So the Demons need to hold firm here because NT Thunder have gotten the last goal and brought the margin back to 5 points as the Demons lead 6-1-37 to Thunder 5-2-32. We played about 7 minutes into this third quarter.
Yeah, it's interesting if you look out there, they're a lot more accountable starting this third quarter. There's no player that's left unchecked out there. Everyone has a player. The defence is really tightened up. So, you know, both coaches have probably said that you know, this game is in the balance, and do not let your player basically run free like some of the certainly doing in that last quarter. So it's a lot tighter now, which is good to see. There's Susie Nalder, great athlete. She's just run around her player. She's got the ball into the full line to guess who?
Angela Foley again, her Waratahs teammate, had a blinder of a first half. Swings around, tries to hit up a target.
She wasn't quite a little bit stagnant in the forward line there. The Thunder girls. I think Ange was looking for someone to present themselves, but they were just standing, and that's always difficult to hit a target.
And here we see Amy Chittick, as we mentioned before, in these 16 years of age, another one of our bright young talents. Won herself a free kick for in the back, and she'll have a shot from about 30 metres out.
Tell you what, Jess, she's got herself a nice pair of boots there,
yeah.
Amy. So.
I think she wanted to get noticed.
Yep, she wanted to make sure that we knew where she was.
Unfortunately, she's just sprayed that kick wide.
So young Amy's looking very good in those fluoro boots out there. So the kick out from the Melbourne Demons has been taken by, can't quite see that girl. I think it's Sky Roberts. Oh, that's a beautiful leap by Lisa Roberts. It's a pity she just didn't bring that down.
Oh, that would have been some mark, wouldn't it?
I've
never seen her fly like that before.
That was a ripper of a leap. by Lisa. She nearly brought it down, just dropped it on the way down. It's a pity she didn't pull that one off. That's what we come to see. That's a nice tackle by Beck Taylor.
Oh, great hit there from Letitia Jeffrey on Angela Foley.
Oh, look at that, off the side of the boot.
And they just need to spot up a target here.
Well, Sally Rowley, I'm quite impressed with some of her skills.
Great
Michelle
defensive work there from Michelle Friel. Here we go, Lisa Roberts at the back of the pack again. Let's see what she can do.
She's missed that target there. The idea was right, centre the ball. They had the numbers there. She just didn't get the target.
Lots of space in that corridor. Whoever can win the possession here.
Tell you what, they're not holding back, these girls.
Here's a chance. Sally Riley out there. Fortunately, Sunalda
first to the ball, and how often do we see that? Is that Michelle Friel again out there?
Yep, again in there.
Yep. I think that was Jess Sullivan that just got the ball.
It's Michaeline Brown. What she can do, swings around.
Michaeline, yes, straight. Oh, it's a pity. The idea was right. Just Sue Nalder's really brought herself into the game this quarter.
She's getting a lot of possession. Just got to fix up her disposal a little bit.
Yes, it'll come. Oh. Now you put the mockers on her there. And of all people to hit up was Jessica Stimson, who's having an almighty game today, and that's a nice kick. She's going for Michaeline Brown. She's there's not a lot of help there for the girl on the ball. There's got to be a little bit more shepherding from these girls. And look out, Ange Foley's nearly got that player there. Oh, was that Jess Sullivan? So we've got a player down out there. I think that's young Jess Sullivan.
I think it is too.
It looked like she was caught high there, so let's hope she's okay.
I think she just copped a heavy knock. It was from Michaeline Brown.
Yeah, it was nothing in it. It was just a heavy knock, but she's a little slow to get to her feet. Let's hope that she's
winded.
okay.
I think she's okay. Just a little bit winded. You can tell the intensity is really heating up out there, isn't it, Gwenny? We're seeing a couple of big hits, big tackles laid.
It's a great game. It's a really good exhibition of women's footy, and this is what we came to watch. The cream of the cream for women's footy, and that's what we're getting. This is everyone's having a go out there, and it's a great spectacle. Oh, that's a
good hit there again by Natasha Medbury, unfortunately.
That's probably the first shepherd I've seen for the game. So, it shows her experience. She really understands the game. And she's...
Great roving from Bo Dela Cruz.
Catch me if you can, Bo Dela Cruz. Very strong around the hips and the legs. And once she gets going, it takes an almighty player to stop her. So you do not want to let Bo Dela Cruz run.
Oh, I think it's Michelle Friel again. Great work.
Yeah.
The way she just tapped the ball to herself and then picked it up and got a clearance.
Linda Bentley,
Very clever.
Sees a player. Here's a voice. Unfortunately, that player was a little bit slow to...
Jessie Stevens
Jessie
in there.
Stevens. Gee, she's going all right today, Jess.
Yeah.
Having a very good game.
Taylor Thorne, I think, again.
She was going for Sissy Dunn, but it just fell a bit short. Is that Belinda Bentley?
Yep, she's in there
She's
again.
laying that
Angela
egg there.
Foley, another snap. It's all Demons players out here on the half-forward line. 3 against 1.
There's 3 against 1. And that's a beautiful pickup.
Oh, Ellie Hardwick. Wonderful piece of play. Unfortunately, great mark there from Angela Foley. Just one-hander as well, if you don't mind.
Yep. She's just showing off today. Now that's a nice one into...
Is that Sissy Dunn again?
That's Sissy Dunn. Yep.
Here we go. Amy Chittick. Good handball into space.
Is that Ann Knight there, I think, number 33? Yep. Oh, here we go.
Amy.
Come on, Amy.
Oh, she's missed.
Now, you and I both know Amy'd normally get those.
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess it shows the pressure out there today.
Got to remember, she's only 16 years of age as well. And
no excuse for Amy. Yeah, she's... there is a lot of pressure out there. There's no doubt about it that every game is there's a lot of pressure on the girl with the ball. So that was a nice little kick-off there. I think that was Ange Foley that managed to give it to Danny Oponta. Is that right?
Yep, St Mary's young gun. Already got 2 goals today, both in the second quarter.
Yep, she can play this girl, and look at that. She just took a step and kicked the goal. Beautiful player.
That moves Thunder to within 3 points. They still trail the Demons, who lead 6-1-37 to Thunder 5-4-40. Sorry, 6-4-40. No, they've hit the front. I can't read. My maths is terrible. Gwynny, let's do that again. Puts Thunder in front, 6-4-40, who lead the Demons 6-1-37. We played about 14 minutes in this third quarter. So Danielle Ponta, as we mentioned, only 16 years of age. She's got 3 goals for today. A late inclusion in this match as well. So she's certainly making a name for herself out there for sure.
Yeah, look, a great player to watch. Makes it look easy. And when we talk about the future for NT women's football, there it is there. So, you know, we're really seeing some of the best of our kids at the moment, and this is great to watch. Oh, that's a hard tackle.
That's a free kick as well.
I think that's
a little bit in the back there. I think it was
Bo
De La Cruz on Amy Chittick again.
Amy's a little bit sore, but she'll shake it off, and she'll keep running.
Lisa Roberts again out the back.
We haven't seen her for a little while. That's Dolby. She's having a bounce. That's good to see, Dolby. And she's kicked it up and she's hit a target. Let's hope no. So just over the head of
Claire McVeety there, took the mark.
Lauren, was that Lauren Motlop out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Lauren. Yep.
So she's got a player in space. She does.
She centered
that. Finds it.
Oh. Tell you what, it's tough in there today.
See another free kick there, go to Thunder. Tash Mebry, she deserved that. She always puts her body on the line, earned herself a free kick.
Tell you what, Tash has got the flash boots on today too. So there's a few girls making sure they look the part today. Good to see. Belinda Bentley, that's a nice gather. Just had the 2 players on it, pressured her. Oh, that's desperation football. That's a good bit of work there. I just can't see who it is. They're still
it was Tash Mebry and knocked that out to Lauren O'Shea, but unfortunately it didn't quite pay off for them. But great awareness there by Tash Mebry. She knew she had a player out there and just had to get the ball out. So here's Adele again. Brazenor, if I pronounce her last name.
Adele Brazenor.
Yep. So she's another one of our great recruits who's come up from Country Victoria. I think she's from as well, similar to Angela Foley, who made her way to Waratahs. Again, we're very thankful for that because she was wonderful across the half-back line for us this year. And as we mentioned earlier, unfortunately, she missed our grand final because she was away. So she didn't get herself a premiership medal, but she was an integral part of our side throughout the year. So she's really starting to come into the game, I think, so far in this third quarter.
Yeah, no, I agree.
De La Cruz again gets another handball out to a teammate.
I've just noticed Gabby King run out to the oval there, Jess. She's got number 10 on her back, which is a little bit not what we have on our list, but I was wondering where Gabby was. So she's out there now wearing number 10.
Oh, great passage of play there. Is that Sissy Dunn?
That's Sissy Dunn for sure.
Oh, it deserves a goal, and she loves it too. Great celebration there from Sissy Dunn. What a wonderful piece of play. Just burst herself throughout that pack and finished on the run, and that is class. That is
good, didn't it?
That is class, and that is territory footy.
True Dunn style. Yeah, she made that look easy, and also had a nice little celebration there, which is good to see.
Absolutely, and it moves Thunder 7-4-45, lead the Demons 6-1-37, and we played 17 minutes in this third quarter. So only a couple of minutes to go to three-quarter time, and as we thought, the Demons sort of had Thunder on the ropes at the end of that second half. It's been a great quarter from the Thunder side.
Yeah, I think the Thunder are just really willing to run this quarter, and they're running in numbers, and that's what you've got to do. So, and I think that's the difference. Here we go. Belinda Bentley took the opposition tap any way you can get it, and here she is again, the girl of the moment, Sissy Dunn. That's a beautiful kick. Look at that. That's
she's missed. Deserved a goal, didn't it? Wonderful passage of play there from Thunder, and again, Sissy Dunn, she's come alive. Sissy
Dunn is she is the player of the moment, and kicking over to her mate Danielle Ponta, but unfortunately she missed that one. So we can. She is human, Jess.
It's hard to believe. She's just such a wonderful player. I can't speak highly enough of her.
Here we go. Beck Taylor's just come onto the ground, and she's got a push in the back there, I would think. Yep, that's she held her position, and Gabby King gave her a push in the back. And unfortunately, she's kicked to the opposition there. In is that Sheradine Solian? I think it is. There we go. Beck Taylor again. Look at that. That's a beautiful punch. Unfortunately, she got a punch in the head with the punch, but she'll keep running, and there she is again. She's grabbed the ball, and that's a great bit of play by Beck Taylor. Just never out of the game. She's 1, 2, 3, 4 efforts every time.
And she is again putting in a spoil. Gosh, she's a fierce competitor.
She is. She has a crack every time. So, and you know, that's the sort of player that you want in the team.
Sissy Dunn.
Sissy Dunn.
Oh, she's done it
we
again.
Picked it. We said the player of the moment. She's just kicked another goal.
Fantastic work from
She's
Sissy
tearing them
Dunn.
apart, young Sissy Dunn. And
from 40 metres out as well, if you don't mind. So NT Thunder moved to 8-5-53, lead the Demons 6-1-37. Approaching three-quarter time here. We've only got a couple of seconds left. So it's been a great quarter from NT Thunder, and led by 2 goals to Sissy Dunn. Danielle Ponta's got 1, and Caitlin Wanamiri as well, as the three-quarter time siren goes. So as I mentioned before, NT Thunder go into the three-quarter time break full of running. They lead 8-5-53 to the Demons 6-1-37. We'll take a short break now. Be back for the last quarter.
Someone should have called Coates Hire. They've got all the gear and expert advice to help get the job done right. Call Coates Hire.
Stop heat stress before it starts. Geminex has a wide range of hydration products, including camelbacks and cooling vests, eskies and coolers, rehydration drinks and accessories, all designed to ensure your safety in the sun. For a limited time, purchase a box of 20 Squincher 3.8 litre powder concentrate sachets and receive 2 3.8 litre coolers absolutely free while stocks last. Rehydrate, restore and recharge at Geminex, Winnelli and Pinelands.
Hey kids, I'm Cracker. Support your territory team, NT Thunder.
Join the Cracker Club for $40 and get heaps of cool gear plus a season pass.
I want to hear you say, Go Thunder!
Welcome back to the last quarter of this NTFL Women's All-Stars clash here at TIO Stadium. At three-quarter time, NT Thunder lead 8-5-53 to the Demons 6-1-37. Danielle Ponta leads the goals for the Thunder side. She has 3. Sissy Dunn came alive in that third quarter. She has 2, and Caitlin Wanamiri as well has 2. For the Melbourne Demons, Abby Holmes has 4 of her side's 6 goals. Unfortunately, didn't get enough ball down to her in that third quarter. Letitia Jeffrey has 1, and Michaeline Brown has 1 as well as we get this last quarter underway.
So just as you're introducing that, Jess, Lisa Roberts has got a nice clearance from the midfield. That's what we want to see. Shannon Miller, beautiful ruck down to her. The Demons have really got to clear it from the midfield. They're getting done in there at the moment, so it's a good start, but unfortunately a turnover pretty much straight away. So I think that Tash Medbury has also really come into this game. She's having a big impact out there, and nice defensive mark by Shannon Miller, who then goes to switch the ball in through the midfield. But
as we see, Angela Foley gets another mark, another possession in the midfield.
Yeah, she's hasn't been out of the game much today, Ange Foley, and really is having an impact. Be interesting to see how she runs out this last quarter. Geez, that's tough in there today. Jess, I'm probably happy I'm sitting here because I don't think I'd be walking by now. These girls are. You would think that they had $1,000 on this game. They are not holding back at all. It's really good to watch.
Oh, Sissy Dunn.
Sissy
great
Dunn.
tackle.
The player of the moment, but that was a terrific tackle there.
Bo Dela Cruz as well.
So there you go. That's that experience and that strength coming out. So they'll be looking at Bo and Lisa Roberts and a few of those experienced girls.
Wonderful kick from Bo as well, out to Becky Taylor. Just didn't quite sit up for her.
So Becky can't quite get her hands on it, and there you go, Taylor Thorne, and that's a nice tackle by Becky. But the ball's sort of spilled at the moment, and it's in dispute and out to Becky Taylor, who clears it forward. So she's done her job. She's got it where it needs to go, and Melbourne Demons have now got an opportunity. They're on their half-forward line, and is that Shannon Miller, or is that very hard to tell?
And there was Danielle Smith over there, who just tried to gather that ball. So you're going to see a ball up, I think.
Yeah, it's
no, the ball's spilled out. Danielle Smith gets the kick forward.
She's had a good game too today, Jess. Danielle, she's certainly done her job out there. It's a nice option there by Teresa Moore, just to try and get the ball out to a player to advantage. And Lisa Roberts, half-forward line, looks at Michaeline Brown. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mikey.
Abby comes out of the goal square, swings around. She's got forward, dishes off the handball. Wonderful piece of play there.
That's she's missed that goal, I think, Jess.
No, it's hit the post.
Yeah. But it was the right option. She had the player running through towards goal. Unfortunately, it
was Teresa Moore, I think, that had that shot on
Teresa
goal.
just missed that goal on that occasion. But you know, it's a good use of the ball. Let's see if they can get it back in there. So the ball's gone free. We've got Adele, whose name we always forget, even though she's on our team. Brazenor.
You're not going to be too happy with us, Gwynny,
no,
is she?
No, let's hope she doesn't listen to this, because we're in a bit of strife here. Look at that, Ange Foley. She kicks the ball clear. Really smart move.
She'll always back her pace. She always does that, but unfortunately she's kicked and it didn't quite come off and out of bounds, but got great athleticism as Angela Foley.
You notice that Steve Lawless has just moved his bench up to the interchange area, so I'm not sure what that's about. Probably so he can give direct instructions to his team, so he can engage with the team a bit more. But as I said before, he's a very good coach.
So here we go. Here's an opportunity for the Demons here. They need to be smart with their use here.
Taylor Thorns just cut that off. It was a nice kick by Michaeline Brown. Lisa Roberts on her own now.
She's spot up.
She's had a look for a target, and that's a beautiful kick.
Teresa Moore takes another chest mark. Take your time.
Teresa will kick this. I'd back her. So good vision by Lisa Roberts. Saw a teammate in the goal area and just hit her up, and that's a beautiful goal. That split the middle. So good work there by the Demons, and tell you what, this game it's certainly not over yet.
Yeah, absolutely. So NT Thunder 8-5-53 lead the Demons 7. I think they moved to 7 goals 44, I believe. Just waiting for the scoreboard. There we go. 7 goals 244. We played about 5 minutes in this last quarter. So 9 points of difference in favour of NT Thunder, who were probably on the back foot in the first half, but they came out and slammed on 4 goals to 1 in that third quarter to get themselves in the lead. So they've got themselves in a good position, but let's see how the Demons can respond.
So the Demons have got Shannon Miller back in the ruck, which I think is a really smart move. They've got Bo Dela Cruz and Lisa Roberts and Michaeline Brown. So, you know, that's a pretty awesome midfield there. So the Vowels obviously decided that it's time to get his guns in the midfield and get this ball out. So let's see how they go here. So that's a nice tap by Shannon Miller, but unfortunately it's straight in the hands of Amy Chittick, who he's under pressure and can't get a clearance at this stage. Linda Bentley.
She's led the side well today, hasn't she?
Done a great job out there. And
you see Thunder just trying to push it forward. Letitia Jeffrey, she's copped a huge hit.
It's tough out there.
Could have been tied, but geez, that was a great hit.
There's Sissy Dunn. She's fighting for the ball. She got a knock there, but quite a smart bit of defensive move there by the Demons. And here they go. There's no one here at all for the Demons. They've put it out in the flank, and there's just no one at home. So unfortunately, if they had some players there, here we go. Bo Dela Cruz
takes a bounce. See who she's got.
And
tries to hit Abby on the lead.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh no, she's dropped the mark. And Bo Dela Cruz follows up her work. Almost a great mark taken there by Abby.
Just shows the strength of Bo. She carried the ball through the midfield. She was able to then just settle and look for a target, and that was a perfect kick. It's just unfortunate that you know, Abby wasn't able to take the second grab, but beautiful bit of play by Bo. Just the strength and the run that she's got.
She's an amazing athlete, as we said. I mean, she's represented Australia in Rugby Sevens, Rugby Union and Rugby League. And she's just snatched herself a goal. Great roving from a boundary throw in there by Bo Dela Cruz. And yeah, as I mentioned, she's represented Australia in 3 different rugby codes. I think she could easily be an All-Australian AFL player if she put her mind to it. Yeah,
I have no doubt. You know, you to play the game, you've got to have the speed, the agility, and the strength. And you don't see too many small AFL players, do you, anymore?
No.
They're all fairly strong. So great bit of work by Bo Dela Cruz, first of all, to get the ball down there and then to take the opportunity and a lovely snap to score a goal. So, hey, this is...
It's only 3 points of difference here. NT Thunder 8-5-53 lead the Demons 8-2-50. So we've played about 7 minutes in this last quarter, and it's been a game of momentum shifts. And just when you think one team is getting on top, the other one hits back, and that's what I think that it shows the calibre of players we've got out there today.
Yeah, but interesting to see what Steve Lollius does here now. I can see he's got his gun player there, and Ange Foley about to go back on. I'd be getting her on there pretty quickly. But he'll be having a look at this and thinking of ways that he can counteract this attack that's happening at the moment. It's a nice ruck up.
It's been a very interesting ruck battle, hasn't it, largely between Shannon Miller and Molly Hughes.
Yep. So there you go, Michaeline Brown, 1-2 efforts, get the ball forward, and then again, she's really coming into the game now. She is a dangerous player once she gets the ball. That's a great tackle by Adele Braziner on the girl with leather poisoning. So it's really getting tough. You know, you would think that the girls would be dead on their feet at the moment, but I tell you what, I reckon it stepped up a notch, Jess.
Well, the game's on the line here, 9 minutes into the last quarter and only 3 points of difference. So let's see who can come out on top.
So Lisa Roberts kicking from the half back. How many times do we see that?
But it's all NT Thunder players, unfortunately. Sue Nauta gets herself another touch.
That's a nice carry by the ruck there. It's Molly Fudge, I think it is. And Ange Foley's got the ball again, and she gets it forward. Oh, that's a beautiful mark by... And she's looking...
To Tasha
Medbury. She'll
puts
carry
on the
this.
afterburners.
Yeah, she certainly did.
And Danielle Ponta's out there. She got the mark. She does. Beautiful work there from Ponta. She's got a player in space. Oh no,
she's miskicked that unfortunately. But is he
done
there?
Just overran it a little bit. Oh. Still an opportunity for Thunder. I think that was Letitia Jeffrey that cleared that ball to Becky Taylor out there. But she's got 3 to beat.
Here we go. Amy Chittick. Unfortunately, no one to kick to at all, and we've got Shannon Miller down in the back line.
Beautiful kick from Letitia Jeffrey. Wonderful kick there to Adele. I'm not going to attempt her last name, Gwynnie.
Brazanoa. We've got it now. The Thunder ruck in Molly Fudd, she's doing some really good work around the ground here, Jess. A couple of times she's been able to get the hand pass out. She's doing some handy work there. Here we go, Michelle Friel again. And who have we got under it there? Is that
Danielle Ponta again?
Danielle Ponta. Look out, you wouldn't... Oh, she's still got the ball in. She's managed to keep it in. And she's going again.
Oh, she's got it for a 4th time.
Oh, here we go. Unfortunately,
Caitlin Wanamiri has just gone across the face of goal.
She's just sprayed that. What did you think of Danielle Ponta then?
Oh, she's just amazing. She's such a little ferocious attacker on the ball, isn't she? I mean, and that's what you want to see from footballers. I think sometimes, you know, you see players in the competition that'll just sort of have one effort and then just sort of fall away. But it's great to see, particularly from a young player as well, to be able to, you know, take that leadership and just have that third, you know, second, third, fourth attack. That's what I think makes a great player. And it's just good to see that from someone as young as Danielle.
Yep, just never gave up then. She really just fought for that ball, and not one effort, not 2 effort, but I think there was about 6 then.
Yeah.
So that's what you want to see in a young player. As Susie Nolder's got the ball here, she's heavily checked by a Demons player. I just can't see. She's got it back to us at the moment. I think that's Letitia Jeffrey. So Letitia decided to take the ruck herself. And who other but Michaeline Brown. Susie Nolder's got the ball and she's getting it straight into the forward line. She's not mucking around. And she's hit a target.
Foley. It's Ange Foley as well. It's a great reading of the play there from Angela Foley, who's had just a fantastic game in the midfield. So this, we've got about 12 minutes gone in the last quarter, and NT Thunder are up by 4 points. So this will make the margin 10.
Look at that. That's a beautiful kick. Oh,
no, it's just fallen short, has it?
Is that Lisa Roberts?
Yeah, and it's Lisa Roberts on the last line of defence. How often have you seen that?
Yeah, plenty of times.
Fortunately, it wasn't very good work from the Thunder forwards. Should have, you know, shepherded that one through for sure, and then now it's just cost them a certain goal. Yeah,
there wasn't a lot of work done down there by the attackers. They just let Lisa take that uncontested mark, and you don't want to see that as a coach. So here we go. The ball's back into the 50 for Thunder, and there's...
Tabitha Robertson.
She's cleared the ball out.
Bo De La Cruz.
Here we go. If they can get this ball, they might be a chance here.
Yeah, smart handball from Danielle Smith. Oh, Becky Taylor just overran it.
Yep.
And it looks like it's a high hit or a hit off the ball there from Bo De La Cruz. I thought that was fair. It was within 5 metres. Must have been high.
Yeah. It looked like a hard hit. I didn't. I thought it looked all right, but it's a bit hard to see from over here at times. So
Ellie Hardwick takes a defensive mark.
She's calling a player. She's looking for an option here.
Yeah, plenty of Thunder players ahead of her as well, and she's just found one. So unfortunately, not good work there from her Demons teammates. Didn't give her a lot to kick to.
Yeah, the problem there, for the Demons, there was no movement. They just stood and hoped that the ball would come to them. And, you know, good work by Thunder. They've just put the numbers back. They're 4 points up and they're protecting that lead at this stage. So, you know, good defensive work by them.
So Tash Mebbury's had a couple of goes at it. Another long kick forward. And unfortunately, Lisa Roberts takes another defensive mark again.
Yeah, it's nice work just getting back into that defensive line.
So she's tried to switch the play, but Ange Foley's gotten onto it. Kick around the body, but unfortunately Demons have taken another mark. So they've got a player out here on the wing.
Sally Riley, I think that was.
That's Adele Brazanoa.
Yep. Oh, look at that. That's a bit
Clever
classy.
from Adele. Clever from Adele.
Very classy. I've seen her do that a couple of times, but it's generally at monsoon. So I was pretty happy with that move, Adele. So very
she gets
very
it again
classy.
as well. Goes up to Sean Mitchell.
Oh, look at this.
Some more again.
That's a nice.
She's got to get it on. She's got Abby Holmes in the goal square. They've just got to get it to her. Oh, great defensive work there from Thunder. Can they clear it? Great tackle again there by Jaylene Boundary.
There's Claire McVerity, knew all about it then. She just... This is desperate stuff, isn't it? These players are tired. This is, they are just...
And they're on the ground as well, look at them. But great defensive work from Thunder. They've got Amy Chittick running out in the wing. She's got Tash Medbury free and sees her. And they've got Sissy Dunn as well, who she's going to go to. She's got to get it over the top to Ange Foley.
Sissy could do it. Oh, no. You see the player, once she ran around, it meant that her player could come in on her. It just puts herself under the pressure that she didn't need to do at that stage. And
now Demons have won themselves a free kick. Just had to get it on a little bit quickly because they had so much space and all the run there. So we've seen a free kick for a tripping, I think it was, to Melbourne Demons. I think the girls are cramping or...
Yeah. Either that or doing a little bit of yoga. So I think it might be cramping.
Yeah, I think Sissy's cramping, and it looks like I think Bo Dela Cruz is going to get the free kick. She's just tying up her shoelaces, I think.
I'll tell you what, they don't want to take too long here.
So we've played 16 minutes in this last quarter, and Thunder are up by 4 points. There are only 4 minutes to go in this game.
It's anyone's game, Jess. It really is.
I just want to see one great last big goal. Let's get another specky or something special from one of our Tiwi girls or something. Let's end this game on a high note, I think.
It's Bo Dela Cruz. She's hungry for that ball. She's running through the midfield. Unfortunately, she hasn't got enough players there to help her out. There's far too many yellow jumpers there. Oh, very fortunate not to give away a free away there. Ellie Hardwick, she sort of grabbed the player without the ball, but here we go. We've got Sissy again.
Her second half has been amazing.
Yep, she has. She's
Oh,
showing.
terrific mark there. Great mark there from Sky Roberts. Got front position, so she's going to switch the play to Lisa Roberts. So she's got Adele again out on the wing if she can get it to her.
Adele. Oh, beautiful Michelle Friel. She saw that. Unfortunately for the Demons, they didn't run to the ball. They just waited for the ball, and the Thunder players knew where they were going and were able to intercept that. It just, I guess they had to run a little bit harder there to get the ball. Shannon Miller in the ruck, wins the ruck. And Sue Nolder just putting the ball into... Oh, I can't see that. Oh, it's about 4 Thunder players on to 1 Demon here. So the Demons have really got to get the numbers into this contested play here. Oh. Tash Medbury. She's still working very hard out there, and she's put that ball up. Oh, that's a beautiful take there.
Gets to Angela Foley, and now let's make sure that Thunder have got some. They don't have anybody on the line. I know Angela can probably kick this distance, but it's #1 rule when someone's having a shot for goal, you put someone on the goal line to help shepherd it through. Of course, only a couple of minutes ago she had a shot, and it was marked by Lisa Roberts because it had no one there on the line. So I think she'll be right with the distance. She is, and she's got the accuracy as well. So caps off a great game there from Angela Foley. That's her second goal of the game. I think she kicked one earlier. No, I think she thought she kicked one earlier in the game.
She seems like she's been everywhere, Jess. I can understand you making that mistake. But look, it's just reminiscent of a performance in the grand final. She's just dominated today, and best on ground performance in my books. And look, it's been a pleasure to watch some of these players today, and the competition and the way they've attacked the ball is second to none. And you know, the NTFL should be proud of what the display that these women have put on today, because I've enjoyed watching it, and the skills and the desperation and the toughness. You know, they're not going out there thinking, oh, this is just a practice game. They're playing for sheep stations. Yeah. So, and here we go, Bo Dela Cruz.
Still fighting for it.
Have a bounce, Bo. No, she's looking for a player. And that's a beautiful kick. Unfortunately, it's just I think the players are getting a little bit tired now, Jess. They just don't have that spark. I think that was Sally Riley. That was one-on-one and just really didn't have the... I guess she's just a little bit tired at this stage of the game.
So we've only got about 15 seconds to go. Looks like obviously Thunder will get home by 10 points. But yeah, it's been a fantastic game to watch, I think, Winnie. I've really enjoyed being here on the sidelines and watching the best of the best run out there. It's something that we've never had before, and hopefully to you know, all the recruiters out there is watching around Australia, hopefully that you've seen the talent that the Territory has to offer. And as the full-time siren rings, and it's NT Thunder 9-6-60 who defeated the Demons 8-2-50. I'll just run through the goal kickers for NT Thunder. Danielle Ponta finished with 3. She had a great game when moved into the forward line. Caitlin Wanamiri had 2, Sissy Dunn had 2, and Angela Foley capped off a best on ground performance in our eyes, I think, with 1 goal in the last quarter. And for the Melbourne Demons, Abby Holmes kicked 4 goals in the first half. Unfortunately, was devoid of supply in the second half. Letitia Jeffrey had 1, Michaeline Brown 1, Teresa Moore 1, and Bo Dela Cruz, the captain, had 1 as well. So, Gwynnie, how do you sum up that game?
Look, I think I spoke about it just in the last quarter there. There's a great display of women's football, and I cannot wait to see if we can get some of our girls drafted. And I think we need to be down there competing nationally. You look at the talent out here today, and there's plenty of girls that aren't here that could be here. That we can take it up to the best sides in the competition. There's plenty of X factor out there. You look at the players like Sissy Dunn. Some of the things she did out there today were just remarkable. Look, the talent here is second to none, and all we can do is keep growing it. There should be more opportunities like this where we throw the best out there, and we have to mention the 2 coaches today. Val Namani, who didn't bring his side over the line today. Steve Lolius, the guy's passionate about women's football, and you know, he made some really strategic moves there today to bring his team back into the football, and I think that shows his experience. But yeah, look, really, we saw some girls dominate out there today, but there was no girl that didn't contribute on some level out there today, and I thoroughly enjoyed it and enjoyed doing the commentary here, Jess.
Absolutely. Well, that wraps us up for today. Thanks, Gwynnie, for your time. Really do appreciate it, and I hope everybody out there enjoyed watching the best of the best in the first ever NTFL Women's All-Stars Clash. That's all from us. Enjoy the rest of your night.